When you have to document a new job, what do? We start with a new project. So we tap on the plus and we create a brand new project. We can start with the photo outside the property, for example. As you can see on my photo, I have this date and time active. So how does it work in case you don't see it? You simply have to activate it here with the settings wheel, and you see that we have the overlay timestamp, and you can also add GPS coordinates if you want. Another important thing, if you want, you can also create your project before being on site. Imagine that you have no connection, no data. What you could do is creating the project before, then you tap on the 3 dots here, and very important, you can mark it as favorite, so it will be available also offline. Now let's go back into the project. Here we can see that we can set up the address. You can use the location automatically, otherwise you can put it manually. And here on the little pen we have the project info, so we could change the project name. And we can also add some other info. Here you see that I have my claim details. That's because I created a field in the magicplan cloud, so you can add the important information directly here. If we want, we start with the outside photo directly in the project info instead in the photo section. And we can also add the job number, career name, and all the other information that you can collect once you are on site. For example, here we could say type of loss, select, in our case it's a water damage, and it will be saved directly in the project information. Now we're gonna scan this part of the property with the damaged areas with LiDAR technology. If you have an iOS Pro device, you can do the exact same thing that I'm gonna show you right now. So we add a floor, we tap on insert, room, auto scan of course, and we start scanning our bedroom. We move around. Once you see the white lines, the scanning has begun. Everything is being scanned. The openings. If you see something that it's not being scanned because you're too close, just go farther away, as you see now with the bed, and we go ahead. Here we have the door. Okay, and we close our room. Now, before we start scanning the bathroom, we stop the scanning because each room can be scanned singularly. It's a bit better for the precision of the scanning. Okay, we confirm and we scan the next room. Bathroom. I will scan these two parts of the bathroom together, even if we have an opening here and the second door, because I will consider it as a room. Okay, we go away from here so we can scan also our sink. Let me check. We can take a look in 3D. Perfect, everything has been scanned. Looks good. Once I arrive at my damaged area, I can take a photo with the white dot. I can go closer, add voice notes. This is the damaged area on the wall. The floor is possibly affected, but we need to double check. Then stop. Let's see, everything seems to be saved. Perfect. I stop the scanning. Now everything is green, then we're happy. Confirm the scan, confirm the voice note, and we tap on done. Here we can decide what we would like to include in our sketch, right? So we can remember our choices for future projects, and we can also save the video recording if we want. If you don't need it, you can deactivate it. It will be in the photo section. And we generate the floor plan. Here we go. Now we want to go a bit more in depth with the details. We select the bathroom, open the info section, and from here we can add the affected area. Like this, if it's not the entire floor, we can reshape our area, right? So we could say, okay, it's just this part. Tap on done. We can change the color if we want. Color coding, very important, as you guys know. And we can also rename this area in affected area floor. Save. We can do the same thing with the wall, right? So here we can select this wall Let me do a bit of zoom in. We open the info section, add a new area, and we can say, okay, it's this part which is affected. Tap on done, and we can also change the color here. And voila, you see that we have the indications. We can add some more information. If we tap on insert object, we go into the annotations and we could add an arrow. And now that's the best part. We can go in the info section of the arrow and we can display a label saying, for example, that this is the source of damage. And we have everything on our project. From here, we tap on the export toggle directly. We can generate an ESX file that will be sent to us via email. Okay, an email has been sent to us, perfect. Or if you don't use ESX files, simply generate a report PDF. Let's have a look together. And here we are. Let's go to our damaged area. As you can see here, everything has been recorded and you have all the details listed here. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.